Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions. I'm going to start sharing my screen just so you guys can see exactly what it is that we are looking at. So again, I'm using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. It's the platform that I use, and no way do you have to use it. I want to make this video super short and sweet because it really does not require much to know why natural gas pushed up so much. So I know a lot of you don't actually trade natural gas, the future, but you trade the correlating ETFs and ETNs such as Ugaz and Dgaz. One of the things that we talked about yesterday in our Sunday stock talk is because we have access to /NG and we saw where it closed at on Friday and how it opened at during Sunday after the future markets opened once again, we saw that there was a huge gap up. And I continue to get so many direct messages on Instagram and on Discord asking what caused natural gas to push up so much, and is it going to continue to increase in price? This should not have came as a surprise. And one of the things that I need you guys to pay attention to is technicals can only do so much, right? And by doing a simple little Google search, you guys, and I just want to get right to it just so you guys can pick it up. Natural gas price fundamental weekly forecast strengthens over. So pretty much all this means, and you guys can Google search it. I'm actually pretty upset because on TD Ameritrade, the news feature is not necessarily working right now because it does say natural gas soars on cold weather forecast. And believe it or not, you can see right here that it's not pulling it up. So it's a little upsetting. TD Ameritrade has been having some issues in my experience the past couple of days. But one of the things that you guys need to understand is that during this time of year, as I've repeated so many times, and I know so many other people are well aware of this and are voicing it out, natural gas consumption goes up during the colder months, right? So because there's these overall forecasts of colder weather, it makes sense on why the consumption is going to go up, therefore driving more demand on natural gas. So this came at a surprise as I did not expect natural gas to push up so much, but it doesn't matter what I expect or what, what we need to understand is that for the months that follow, as long as we continue to get these forecasts and as long as we continue to get colder and colder, just like we saw last year, natural gas has these rallies. Are these going to last forever? Does this mean that you should go into Ugaz right now and hold? Heck no, right? One of the things that we're getting asked so frequently is, what should we do with our Ugaz position? And one of the things, and again, this is 100% my opinion. One of the things that I noticed on natural gas is that if you didn't hold Ugaz over the weekend, you didn't benefit really from this push up. There's a lot of volatility and a lot of movement right now, and we're getting kind of this horizontal pattern, these low points, these high points, low points, high points, and then again, low points. As long as it stays there, then again, I can see how someone can scalp that. But one of the things that I want to remind you is that don't force the trade. I saw a couple people saying, I just want you guys to pull back so I can get in. Do not force the trade. Allow that opportunity to present itself. And if it does not present itself as a day trade, do not put yourself in a swing trade position when you already know that natural gas is super, super overbought. Everything that goes up must pull back, right? Even though if it continues to rally, it makes sense on why it's going to pull back. You have to have a plan. So all I'm here to remind you is that, again, yes, you do want to pay attention to the technicals and understanding that, yes, it is a little bit more on the overbought side, but the fundamentals are kicking in. And what are those fundamentals? It's these weekly forecasts. So things that I would look out for is the inventory report, these weekly forecasts due to the overall weather within the United States and the overall world, right? And then on top of that, you want to make sure that you set yourself up for success when it comes down to the simple technical analysis that you can perform and ensuring that, if you do want to participate as natural gas potentially becomes a little bit more bullish. Again, it doesn't have to, just because it has the previous seasons, it doesn't have to, but it looks like it's headed that way. Have a plan. A lot of you guys are still holding Ugaz, and what if it fully corrects itself? One of the things that we have not seen natural gas do yet is drop below 2.780. During the whole extended and pre-market session, it has not dropped, even during Sunday. So if we do see a drop, are we going to see a gap down? And all I want to remind you is that if you are in a position in natural gas and you're up, have an exit plan, have a trailing stop loss, have some form of exit strategy so you walk away with some of your profits. If there's a break of pattern, then so be it. Walk away. At least that's how I would view it, right? We don't know if natural gas is going to continue to be bullish just because it has based off previous seasons. Does it make sense on why it will? Yes. Does it have to? No. So what can you do? Set yourself up for success. If you want to focus on it when it comes down to scalping it and being able to day trade it, because you can identify the low points, the high points, the low points, the high points, the potential low points. Once we get confirmation, then we could potentially see natural gas push up again, and then you lock in profits. There's a very simple pattern going on right now as a day trader. But a lot of you guys are not day traders. Some of you guys are trying to go in for a swing trade. So all I'm here to remind you is what caused this push, as all of you guys can do your simple due diligence and ensure that you have a plan that makes sense for you. Both your entry, your exit, and your stop loss. If you cannot answer where you're entering, where you're exiting, and where you're gonna cut losses or overall lock in profits, then you should not enter that position. Don't just always think about how much money you can make on that trade, but take into consideration of what can go wrong. Or if it does go south, how are you going to manage your risk? Just because we're entering this bullish run potentially for natural gas does not mean that it has to play out in your favor. So don't be hopeful. Make sure that you have some form of calculated risk. Again, feel free to do your own due diligence, not only on the technical aspect, but look a little bit more in the fundamental and what we expect to see on the weeks that follow. And again, just get one step closer to having a better understanding to set yourself up for success. I did take a very small position on Ugaz, and I'll try not to spend it all in one place. I made it $20.23, and that was right as natural gas was beginning to show signs of an uptrend. I began to see it consolidate too much. And again, my biggest focus today, just like I said yesterday, is on this house flip that we're hopefully going to close on today, and I can do a full inspection on to get a better understanding of what our expenses are going to be for this flip. So that's my biggest focus. I just wanted to make a very quick and simple video giving, and answering that kind of question. I really hope that I earned your thumbs up. Don't forget to join our free Facebook group. That's going to be that first link down below. If you have any questions about what I covered today, feel free to send me a text with the phone number down below. It's 480-261-6678, and I would love to answer your question if it's not already answered on Google. That simple. Really do appreciate you guys' time. Set yourself up for success. Trade less, profit more, be patient. And again, one of the best positions that you can take in the stock market when you don't have full-on confirmation is not taking one at all. I really do appreciate you guys' time. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.